Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Drew, and I'm the founder of Bodai 360. I want to show you guys a few more things about our night vision cameras. I have some more footage and some pictures that I would like to share with you guys, so you guys can make an informed decision when when it comes to buying a night vision camera for your boat. And also, I want to talk about some features and things like that. So let's get into it. This is our C1080 model. This is the most popular model we have right now on our website that we sell. This is full color. It's stainless steel 316. We powder coated on top to, for extra protection. We driven trucks on this and it didn't break. So pretty heavy unit. It's gonna last you a long time. But I want to talk more about what it captures at night, and I want to show you guys what it looks like. So let's get into it. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. So here we have that the model is mounted on one of my customers' boat. You can see they mounted it upside down, but it's pretty simple installation, just two screws or two bolts on any flat surface, and you can mount this camera any angle you like, upside down or straight. And then you can obviously tilt and also rotate the camera. Okay, so here, okay, so I had a customer that tell me like, hey, I have a security camera in my backyard that also has night vision, and it looks great. Why can't I just plug that in instead of spending thousands of dollars on a proper night vision camera like yours? And to answer that is like, here's some comparison. So I have a generic CCTV camera. It's the brand is Anki. It's not one of the super cheap one. This was about $200, so it's a decent camera. It does very well in low light, and in my backyard I mounted them side by side and took a quick picture. And you can tell it's not bad. It does decent job at low light. But as soon as you put these cameras on a boat and you start moving, start going 20 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour, everything gets blurry. They're not really designed for saltwater environment. Sometimes they're not even waterproof. Also, input output options. So a lot of these cameras are Wi-Fi based, and your boat doesn't have a Wi-Fi. So streaming video is not easy. You have to stream on your phone or something. You can definitely try it, but you won't get the same result as actually buying a proper marine grade night vision camera. Also, me personally, like when we made this product, I wanted to make sure that it's a pretty streamed. How do I say this? Pretty easy experience. I don't want our customers to start messing with things like, hey, let me connect to Wi-Fi, or let me connect to Bluetooth, or let me plug this cable in. I want a solution that you just install it, and once it's installed, you just flip a switch and you're good to go. And that's honestly to keep you guys safe on the water, because I'd rather have you focusing on driving and what's out in the water than messing with electronics. But yeah, this is just to quickly show you. Obviously, different CCTV camera brands might have different results. So don't take this and say, okay, it all will always look like that. It won't. So different lighting conditions, different things. But here's a quick view on what it looked like for me. Going forward. Oh yes. So I had one customer tell me like, hey, he had a competitor's camera, and he complained that there's a delay on his video feed. So when he's driving, there's like a second or two delay sometime, and it's really annoying and frustrating to deal with that. So I took a quick picture here. My camera is pointing at the stopwatch on the phone, and it's displaying that video feed on the screen. And then I took a picture with another external phone to see the difference. And you can see there's about 0.2 second difference, which is 200 millisecond. To naked eye, I couldn't tell the difference, to be honest. It's so small that I couldn't tell. Maybe if you are a gamer, or someone who deals with high speed footage and used to looking at things in high refresh rates, then you might able to see some difference. But in our testing, we didn't see anything that stood out or bothered us. But it's 200 milliseconds, just to give you the exact number for delay with our cameras. Usually manufacturers never post these numbers. Okay, next. So this was a fishing trip. This was we left at 3 a.m. from Fort DeSoto. It's a boat ramp in St. Petersburg, Florida. Usually we go offshore from this boat ramp, and it was me, my girlfriend, and a friend of mine that night. We left about 3:30 in the morning. This was a full moon night, so you'll see that a little bit in the later, or it was a day or day after a full moon. I don't remember. I have my spotlight on here. Usually, I don't keep these lights on because if sometimes we have people sleeping in their RVs or their cars at the boat ramp, and it's pretty rude to wake everybody up with your super bright spotlight. So avoid doing that. But in this particular night, there was no one there. The whole parking lot was empty, so I had to turn the light on. Also, I wanted to show you guys that it is actually night because I uploaded a video on the channel, and I had a few customers tell me like, no, dude, that was a sunrise or sunset, or that was recorded during the daytime. So this time, I wanted to show you guys, no, it is actually nighttime, and by turning the spotlight on, it kind of blinds the camera, so you can kind of see how dark it is out there. You can see the lights running there. I'm going to go play the video and you'll see the difference of what it looks like once you turn the lights off. Anytime now. Come on. There you go. So you saw like it went from that to like daylight. It looks like you afternoon. And that's the beauty of using our night vision cameras. It looks like you're boating during daytime, right? And that really keeps you safe. Now you can see your crab traps, your kayakers with no lights, other debris in the water, other boats in the water with no navigation lights, markers, all that good stuff, bridges, land in some cases. So you can see all those obstacles and hazards in the water quite clearly with a full color night vision camera. That's the beauty of it. There is one thing in this video I wished I had done a little bit better. You can see my navigation lights at the bottom, and it is reflecting back a little bit at the camera. So when you do install this camera, make sure they're tilted a little bit up, because you don't want any light coming in the way between the camera and the outside world, because it will blind the camera because these are so sensitive to light. I didn't do it right there, but when you install yours, if you purchase mine, just remember to do that. You only want to see about 1 or 2% of your bow, and that's only for reference. So here I'm going back to the dock to pick up my friend. He was running late. He was about 15 minutes late. So the bugs were killing us, so we decided to just go like move around and drive around, get some footage, get away from the bugs, and then he had texted me that he's there, so I'm going back to pick him up. And again, I turned my lights on to let him know that hey, I'm here. You can come now. Yeah, the bugs were horrible. We couldn't stand there for more than 5 minutes. We're getting beat up. So yeah, I'm gonna fast forward this part because we're just talking. And here soon I'll also turn off the light again, and you will see that difference. Okay, so my spotlight on, spotlight off, and amazing, right? That looks great. With my naked eye, obviously I could see some of the docks that close, but there's no way I could see all the detail that you're seeing on the screen. Like look at the ripples in the water. I can see the marker in the distance right there at the very end. That's a cell phone tower. That's not a marker in the distance. You can see all that land there. Again, look at the detail in the water. If there was a crab trap and you were going slow enough, you would see that crab trap, while moving. It's a marker right there in the distance. That's a green marker with a square sign. So you know which side of the marker you're supposed to be on. When you compare these to a thermal camera, thermal infrared cameras, they're black and white. They don't have some of the details that you're seeing on this camera. We personally sell both, and I talked about this a little bit more in detail in my previous video. There's pros and cons between the two, but if you don't have anything, I'd recommend starting with full color. You can see the moon shining up there and shining the water. With the naked eye, we could not see some of the details that you're seeing on the screen. You can see all the stars. If there was no moon, you would see a lot more stars. The moon is almost blinding the camera because it's so bright. Another marker in the distance. That one looks red or green. No, maybe that's a warning for something. I can't tell. But you know that there's a marker there. There's a piling. That cell phone tower is probably like 8 to 10 miles out, if I had to guess. Okay. Okay, so fast forwarding. I'm going about 30, 35 miles per hour here. So carrying some speed. This is actually a boat. Yeah, that's a boat on the right hand side. Imagine if that boat didn't have navigation lights on, or maybe that boat was anchored a little bit more in the channel. You get what I'm saying. You can see the beach and the sandbar. Because actually, I'm exiting a channel out, so you'll see the offshore side as well here soon. Also, I mean, definitely follow your charts. Like, look at your trails, your breadcrumbs. Use your radar. Use every tool you have with these cameras, and that's honestly the best way to stay safe out there on when you're navigating at night. Because my number one goal is to keep you guys safe out there when you're, especially at night. Sometimes when the tide is ripping or if it's windy, you can see the water breaking over the shallow sandbar, and that really shows you that hey, you should be in between, um, you know, these two bodies of water because it's shallow over there. You can see like the water is going over the sandbar. So if you have like a jetty or something or rocks, you're definitely able to see that on your camera. So as soon as we get like 15 miles offshore, it was nasty. I mean, I have a small boat. I'm in a 27-foot boat, so we were getting pretty beat up. Also a little bit wet. The water was definitely coming in. You can see the camera lens also had some water on it. That's why it looks like that at the bottom. Yeah, for some reason this never does the justice of how choppy it was because it does have some internal stabilization inside the camera. Again, that real quick, you can see the light pollution from the city right there. So that is not a sunrise or sunset. That's just light pollution from land that you're seeing even that far offshore. So these cameras, I mean, they're super sensitive to light, and they'll work in extreme low light conditions. So even if you have no moon and just stars and some pollution, light pollution from the land, it will still work great. The only time you will see some video degrading is when you are offshore, like 30 miles offshore, and there is no moon and there's cloud cover or there is very little stars visible. That's the only time these cameras will struggle. But in my experience, that's pretty rare. Uh, we haven't had any complaints yet. And when I say I mean they won't stop working. They will just won't work as good as they're working right now on as what you can see. So I just want to set the expectations right. It's not a no light camera. It's a low light camera. So it does need a very minute amount of ambient light, whether it's starlight or moonlight or just light pollution. To my naked eye, I could not see those waves in that detail on that trip. I'm just going makes me seasick just looking at it. Anyway, hopefully this helps you guys understand what a night vision camera looks like and what to expect if you buy one. This is really to keep you, your vessel, and your loved ones safe out in the water. If you go into restaurants at night, coming home late after sandbar days, or going early morning fishing, overnight fishing. Uh, it gives you more time on the water, but also gives you that confidence and that peace of mind that hey, you have a tool that you can use when it's pitch black outside and not run into something. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me directly or message us on our website. You can find our email address and phone number on the website. Reach out to us directly, and I'm happy to answer all your questions. We're also running a sale on the website right now. Depending on when you're watching this video, the price might be different, but we are running a sale. So if you're interested in purchasing one, this is a good time to purchase. We have 60-day money back warranty. So if you have any if you have any issues with the unit or Let's say you don't like it, something doesn't work out, we do full refunds, no questions asked for 60 days, and then we have 1 year product warranty. So if something happens to it, we just replace your unit. It's usually when you have an issue, you have to send the unit back, and then you get a new one, or you fix that unit. With us, if there's an issue, you all you have to do is provide us a tracking number, and we'll send you the new one right away. So you don't have to wait for that 2 weeks, 3 weeks for us to fix it and send it back to you. We are a US based company, and you get US support. With that, yeah, just be safe out there, go slow, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.